Greetings from light. We are here as per your call. We are the combined energies of the Divine Father and Divine Mother. Coming together as the one that we are. Through the energies that you recognize and identify with as JadeFire. Before the dawn, the night is darkest. And beloved Earth has entered her darkest hour. Share our words with all who may hear. Share our message for all who are not blind anymore. Through this darkest hour, it is the collective consciousness of all on earth that shall open the pathways to your future. In this darkest hour, cosmic energies must necessarily take 2 steps behind the collective consciousness. We can support you and hold you up. But we cannot take the lead in this darkest hour. For a short while, the reins of the human journey are entirely in the hands of the collective consciousness. You live in a world of dualness. And your spirit dwells in the realm of oneness. In that realm, there is no distinction between you and us. There is no we, there is no them. But we must perforce use these words, because even as you sit here listening to our words are understood by your intellect that dwells in dualness, your intellect that has been conditioned for thousands of years to look for differences and not commonalities. It is this dualness that today holds the answer to this question: what does the dawn bring to us as a human race after the darkest hour is done? In this world of dualness, there is the dualness that also exists between cosmic consciousness, the consciousness of all and everything, of one, and the human consciousness that holds within it the vital element of free will. Free will. Free will can be understood as it is all your choice to think, to feel, to act, to speak, just as you choose. And when you exercise that free will, you are unaware of the power that you emanate. Such power that it can hold at bay on many, many occasions any interference from cosmic forces. Free will can also be understood as the will within you, the determination within you to act, to be, to do only that which is free of all influences of the ego state. When that is the free will that you exercise, you become a magnet drawing towards you each and all cosmic forces. You do not need us to tell you the kind of free will that is so rampant in the world of human beings today. And why do we wish to emphasize this aspect of free will? Because in this darkest hour, your free will shall be the ultimate influencer of your choice. We condemn nothing and no one. We understand and seek to help you to understand that the purpose for which you have called us here today the violence against the feminine energies that are rampant not only in your country but in countries all over the world. This is nothing but the exercise of free will. Not the will that is liberated from the ego, but the free will that states, I shall because I can. Think for just a moment. If Divine Father and Mother energies were to exercise their energies according to your motto, I shall because I can, imagine what this world would go through, what experiences it would encounter. You can say, you can do, you can be. Whatever you choose. Can you hear the power of this statement? You can say, you can do, you can be whatever you choose. But where does the choice come from? Where does this choice emerge from? There are many, many master souls living amongst you, being born. But what you do not know is that there are many, many blind souls that are also seeking and choosing to be born in this time. Souls that are burdened by ignorance, darkness, evil. We do not use the word evil in judgment as so many of you do. The truth about evil is simple. That which has barriered itself from the light of spirit. We repeat again, that which has barriered itself from the light of spirit. That individuated strand of cosmic oneness has, by its free will, chosen to raise a dark barrier between itself and the radiance of its own light. And due to this free will choice, its own light must wait. Its own light cannot forcefully overwhelm the free will choice. Many, many, many souls, yes, even many of you listening to us here today, as you passed your mineral state and your vegetable state and entered your animal and initial human stages, you too raised barriers by your free will choices. You too did that. But you awakened. And all it needs is that one moment of awakening for the barrier to drop by itself and for your own light to overwhelm you, to enter into every pore of your beingness. your light waited for that one moment of awakening, just as the light of those who are buried in their darkness, who have blindfolds over their visions, who have raised their barriers. Their light waits for their one moment of awakening. Choices that are made through the states of the intellect and the ego are never 100% light choices. There is always some element of selfishness. The wider the distance between the ego and the spirit, the more cruel the choices become, more abusive, more separative, and completely ignorant of the one source. What you are seeing in your world today are the lives of the master energies and the lives of those individuated energies that have taken birth in these powerful years of Earth's evolution for one purpose: when these individuated energies leave their human forms and return to their planes of consciousness, wherever those planes may be, they become aware of the barrier. They become aware that the barrier is strengthened by each choice that they make of word and action and feeling. And this may surprise you. Though they do choose to overcome the barrier, the intention is weak. And so, when they return into human form, they easily slip into the ways of their past. But there has never come a time on earth when the light of evolution, the spirit of consciousness, the strength of evolution has been this powerful. And many of these individuated energies are choosing to be born, have chosen to be born, shall choose to be born in this most powerful earth light period, in an attempt to attain that moment of awakening. But they face, just as many of you faced, a difficult situation. The intention to bring upon yourself that moment of awakening has to be so strong that it can bring down the barrier. But the barrier itself makes it difficult for the intention to be that strong. And so this is the first moment of challenge that each one of you has already faced, and which these individuated energies face now. Each time they fail, the barrier gets stronger, thicker, and intention gets weaker. The barrier makes the exercise of free will into an exercise of cruelty. That which we call evil barrier from its own light energy. They get caught in bodily pleasures, they get caught in laziness, bodily pleasures, earthly pleasures are not to be condemned. They are part of the human experience. And unless they are satisfied, the inner being dwells in deprivation, which hinders personal consciousness and evolution. Bodily pleasures and earthly pleasures can be satisfied in two ways. The first way is by right action, and the second is through laziness. When there is right action, there shall be right effort, right endeavor that is expanded in its energy by service to others as well as service to self, which is deepened in its strength by empathy and compassion and kindness and understanding of the pain of others as well as your own needs. Actions that are geared to satisfy bodily pleasures and earthly pleasures, that emanate from right endeavor, right effort, can never harm another. But actions that emanate from laziness shall always harm. But laziness must be understood by you. It is not what you think, lying upon a couch for the whole day doing nothing. That is such a narrow view of laziness. Laziness is the complete lack of any intention to attain any goal or any purpose that is not exclusively for selfish enjoyment. Laziness is the complete lack of all endeavor, all action, and all effort to think beyond this body, to feel beyond this body, to satisfy the hungers and thirsts of this body alone. That is laziness. It is the highest degree of selfishness and self-absorption. And that free will that is exercised from that laziness shall resort very easily very effortlessly, without even a second's hesitation, to cruelty, to violence, to abuse. The victim is not considered at all. The victim is but an object, a vehicle through which that laziness satisfies the bodily pleasures and earthly pleasures. The barrier, that which we have called evil, that barrier to the own light, the own light of its own spirit, that barrier is the cause of the laziness. And the strength of the laziness. There is a divine plan. You know that as well as we do. You have been told in different ways, in different words, of the divine plan. But beloveds, in this darkest hour, the divine plan is in the hands of the collective consciousness. The collective consciousness that holds within itself the many, many, many individuated energies that have been born, are being born, shall continue to be born. Just as the master energies have been born, continue to be born, and are in your midst even today. You may wonder why, and you may question, Divine Mother, Divine Father, beloved JadeFire, why, when we are so close to experiencing a light and a radiance that the human collective has never experienced before, why permit these individuated energies to be born? Because, beloveds, birth, the moment of birth, the kind of birth, and the vehicle of the birth is 100% free will. It must be so in a realm of dualness. It must be so. That is one reason. The second reason, equally important, is the cosmic law of balance. Energies in this realm must always be balanced. Master energies have been coming to Earth for several decades now. That cannot be allowed to cause an imbalance. The balance is maintained by the entry, the birthing, the living of these individuated energies. The collective consciousness has to be raised. Whatever might be the earthly judgments, outcomes, results, sentences that shall follow, these dark deeds, that is not where we interfere at all. You most certainly can make your voice heard, can take action, resort to prayer, to chant. You can do that. But do not stop at that. After you have focused your attention upon getting what you desire as justice, turn your attention to a goal that shall not limit itself to 1 or 2 or 100 such victims or even thousands. Turn your attention to that goal that is for the well-being of the collective, where not one is excluded. But you are not ready to turn your attention to that goal as yet. And do you know why? Because even in you, there is a minute degree of laziness, your lack of endeavor, your lack of effort to move beyond the harshness of thought, the abusiveness of word, the cruelty of feeling. All of this stems from that minute degree of laziness. And now, understand this better. When that minute degree of laziness creates a thin but still present barrier between you and the complete radiance of your own light, think how, if that laziness were to increase by just a little, what would the consequences be? How thick the barrier would be? You make intention to be compassionate, to be empathetic, to be non-judgmental. But your intention is weakened by that minute degree of laziness. Do you think it is a cakewalk to rise beyond your ego, to rise beyond it? Do you think it is a cakewalk? You have not healed yourself. To the extent that you have not healed yourself, the union of the Divine Mother and the Divine Father energies within you is incomplete. And even if the gap is this small, through that minute gap slips in laziness. So do whatever you choose to bring about justice for those who suffer and have suffered. But if you end your endeavors at this, you shall have made not an iota of difference to the collective consciousness. The only way to shift from cruelty, from inhumanity, from blindness to the consciousness recognition and knowledge of light, 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 and nothing else but light. The only way to make that shift is to heal yourself and close the gap eternally between the Divine Father and Divine Mother energies that are you, that are you, that are you. We shall ask you to breathe deeply for a few seconds. And we shall then give you a message from the Divine Mother as the moment of dawn comes closer. The Divine Mother's energies need to be stronger. She has already anchored herself into earth. She has already enmeshed her energies with Gaia. But for her to rise, the collective consciousness must make that space for her, must make that space for the Divine Mother energies. All cruelty, all abuse, whatever form it might take, is a misuse of the Divine Father and Divine Mother energies. And when the individuated energies are barriered to their own light, the Divine Father energies turn into earthly masculine, and Divine Mother energies turn into earthly feminine, and both lose their element of divinity, and both are assailed by bodily pleasures, earthly pleasures that are strongly influenced by laziness, by blindness, by ignorance, by darkness. So shut your eyes and take a few seconds to breathe deeply into yourself. Make that intent as strong as it can be in this now. Make that intent that you shall close the gap between the Divine Father and Divine Mother energies within you, that you shall do this by healing yourself, healing your past wounds, that you shall endeavor, that you shall make effort, that you shall overcome your laziness. Look around you. The world is mirroring your choices. The world is mirroring your choices. There were governments of the past where there was partnership between those who governed and those who gave them the right and the opportunity to govern. There was a partnership, there was respect, there was empathy, there was service. There is no partnership anymore. Governments are fast turning dictatorial. Just wearing a beautifully decorated mask of democracy and partnership. Governments are being ruled and controlled by those individuated energies that have barriered themselves to their own light. By commenting upon this, by abusing this, you make your own barriers stronger. When you see something taking place that is so obviously veering away from the divine plan due to the free will of choice, do not add your own free will of I shall because I can. Instead, add your free will, a will that is free of all ego and intellect, and shine your brightest light. But question yourself, that minute degree of laziness that is within you is also responsible for your lack of faith. If you truly believed that if your light was shone upon even the darkest space, it would irradiate the entire cosmos. If you truly believed that, my beloveds, immediately take every action possible and available to you to ensure that there is completion of eternal union within you. Yes, the divine plan is conscious that as the masculine roles shift and the feminine roles inch forward to the front line, there shall be turbulence, there shall be conflict. But beloveds, what you are witnessing as cruelty and violence and abuse was never and can never be a part of the divine plan. This violence, this abuse is the exercise of free will, of individuated energies that have barriered themselves from their own light, which is the true definition of evil. That which has barriered itself from its own light. It is the most pitiable state of beingness. The movement must start from here. Must start from here. Close your eyes, my children, and let me guide you through a process that may help you if you choose to empower it with your will that is free of your ego and your intellect. Turn your attention to your root chakra. By the strength of your will, draw in the energies that are the combined force of Gaia and Kali. Kali is the destroyer of rage. She brings to your awareness, to the awareness of the world at large, the actions, the consequences, the results of rage. The destructive force of rage. Kali's strength can consume this rage and remain untouched by it. That energy that can remain 100% untouched by rage, however strong its outpourings might be, that energy is the energy that you have named Kali. Pull in the energy of Kali as she rides upon the stability and strength and constancy of Gaia. Pull her energies into the root chakra, and there make the strongest intent that you can. That you shall use the energies of Kali and Gaia to remove from the darkest corners of your consciousness all energies of rage. Make no excuse for yourself. Speak no lies that I have no rage. For if you have no rage, then what is the rage in the world? It is your mirror, it is your mirror, it is your mirror. To give a balance to this divine, feminine, Mother Kali energy, draw in the energy of Ganesha, the destroyer of evil, and now understand the true meaning of evil. That which barriers itself from its own light. Draw in the energy of Ganesha. You may, in the days to come, when you do this exercise daily, every single day, till the dawn has turned into sunrise, till that day you shall do this every day, and you may, if you wish, choose to chant the Ganesha mantra and the Kali mantra. That is your free will choice. But whether you chant or you do not, give a few minutes to the energies of Gaia and Kali and Ganesha to swirl within your root chakra, and then to surge out into the world in an outpouring, recognizing that the world is a mirror of your root chakra. And when this union is complete, the energies can rise up through the Kundalini to the sacral chakra, the chakra that rules the environment of one who is to be born. That environment affirms the light that the individuated energy comes with. But that environment can also affirm the darkness that barriers the light. Into this chakra, make the strongest intent that you can in the now to draw in the energies of the divine feminine Mother Parvati. The manifestation in the human world of the Divine Mother, of divine motherhood. The purest form of motherhood is that which gives of itself, which gives of its own energies, which gives of its own body in order to create something that can add to the collective joy, abundance, happiness, health of the world. Parvati, that energy that rises to the mountain tops of human consciousness and pulls you up to that mountain top. Balance this Divine Mother energy with that energy that brings in sweetness, gentleness, harmony, wisdom, the divine energy of Krishna, Draw in the Krishna consciousness, so that whatever Parvati creates through your sacral chakra is imbued 100%, nay more if possible, with happiness, with music, with light-heartedness, with sweetness, with health, with friendship, but with wisdom for all and in all. Make the firmest intent, the strongest intent, the most powerful intent that all that you shall create from this moment forth shall be the creation of Parvati and Krishna. And in an outpouring, surge this energy out into your world so that your world can become the true mirror of your sacral chakra that is healed, that is healed, that is healed. You may, if you choose, wish to chant a mantra, a prayer, invoking Parvati and Krishna. That is your free will choice. And now turn as the Kundalini goes upwards in unison into your solar plexus chakra, that which gives you the life that you lead today, that which influences the life that you lead today, that which gives you the definition of divine power versus earthly control and domination. And with all of your power and divine authority, bring in the divine feminine mother energy of the goddess Lakshmi, also known as the Kwanian. And Lakshmi gives you expansion and empowerment and abundance. Domination comes from scarcity and the fears that scarcity brings. Lakshmi eliminates those fears by bringing to you the complete knowledge that there is nothing else but abundance. And to balance the energies of Divine Mother Lakshmi, draw in the energies of the Lord Rama, the human manifestation of the Divine Father energy. That human connected with Source who took divine birth as the manifested form of the Divine Father. And as the two energies blend and unite in perfect unison, swirl the energies around in your solar plexus and rid yourself, heal yourself of scarcity and the fears that scarcity brings, the need for domination that scarcity brings, the cruelty that scarcity brings, the greed that scarcity brings. Swirl it around in the darkest corners of your chakra. And then let this combined energy outpour itself in a flood to the manifested world that is a mirror of you, that is a mirror of you, that is a mirror of you. You may, if you choose by your free will, chant a Lakshmi mantra, a prayer invoking Ram. That is your free will. And now we come to the heart. There are no individuated energy strands, either human or cosmic. In a fully awakened heart chakra, there is only the perfect unison of the Shiva and the Shakti. I am. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shakti, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shakti, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shakti. And it goes out in a flood to the manifested world, so that in the manifested world there is no other energy prevalent but the unison of Shiva and Shakti. And now the energies rise up to the throat chakra. Where in your chakra sits condemnation, sits degradation, sits abuse. Where in your chakra sits dishonesty, untruth. What is still lying imprisoned in your throat chakra? Bring in the wisdom of the Divine Father and the Divine Mother in the unified energies of Saraswati, neither God nor goddess. The united force of Saraswati, of divine wisdom, of the divine word, it shall be, it shall be, it shall be, and so it is. And now it is your free will choice to determine what it shall be. Do you choose peace? Do you choose kindness? Do you choose love? Do you choose empathy? Do you choose truth? It is your free will as the manifested form of Divine Father and Divine Mother through the source, unified source of Saraswati, to make that choice here and now. Swirl it around in your throat chakra and then outpour it into the manifested world so that it can manifest, and it has manifest. And the energies rise up to the third eye chakra, where sits in all her glory Durga, Divine Mother. She has within herself already a complete balance, that this energy has struck with every divine and individuated masculine energy. Durga needs no energy to balance itself. Durga is, Durga is, Durga is. Om Durga. Om Durga. Om Durga. Om Namah Durga. Om Namah Durga. Om Namah Durga. And this energy floods out into the manifested world. The balancer, balancing the unbalanced. The Divine Mother has spoken, and now it is the turn of her children to speak. Greetings of light from the Divine Father, Divine Mother energies, channeled through the energies of JadeFire. Beloved ones, may you shine your light so bright that the darkest hour shall soon be consumed in your radiance. And before you know it, the dawn shall break and a new age shall be born. But it is now your time. your time. Your time. This is the call that Divine Mother makes to you. That Divine Father promises to you with all his strength. It is now your time.